Shalom ubracha, Tzvi Broker from Pilzno, Work Inspired. Excited to be able to spend a few moments just to be able to answer some of the questions that people have been having when they've heard about the exciting launch of our Global Chabura Be'ezus Hashem in a couple of weeks. Right, if you've been following our podcast, right, or not, you may have heard certain topics speaking about parnasa, speaking about work, speaking about finance. And some of the questions that have come out is, what am I going to learn? What is this curriculum going to look like? So I'd like to take you through just a vision of what we have, that Be'ezus Hashem, at the end, right, of this process, what you've acquired. Right, as Rav Gerzi's mentioned, this is a topic which has been excavated and studied, right, for over 15 years. And really what our goal is to be able to equip you with the tools so that when you are experiencing a day at work, when you're experiencing dealing with your money, you are able to do it the way HaKadosh Baruch Hu wanted you to be able to do it. With HaKadosh Baruch Hu, b'dveikos, to be able to connect to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and to be able to apply the wisdom that the Torah has, to be able to make these decisions as a ben Torah. And the way that we design the curriculum, as any curriculum, is to start with the foundations and then to be able to build up. And therefore, what we're going to be starting with, right, you may have seen some of these questions right on our posters. The starting topics is to be able to understand our relationship with finance, money, and wealth. Right? So that therefore we can understand these questions that we may have had ourselves and felt like, are people really asking these questions? Do people have clarity in these questions? Right? How do I look at money? How do I look at financial lifestyle, Gashmias lifestyle? How does the Kadosh Baruch Hu want us to live as a Yid? And then once we build that foundation, we move up to the next step of understanding the sugya of work. And I say the word sugya on purpose. So many times with my clients, I explain to them as I'm helping them choose a job, choose a career, to understand that the topic of work is a sugya. How HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants us to look at our jobs, how HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants us to feel at our jobs, how to make decisions of what we should be doing, how to be able to spend our time. Is work meant to be felt, experienced as a curse, something that we hate doing, we just force ourselves to do every day? Or is there an alternative option to that? Then once we understand that, we jump into what we all experience as human beings at work, this topic of stress, right? Work stress, stress connected to finance and connected to money, to understand how Kadosh Baruch Hu envisioned us to be able to experience this area of our life and to learn practical tools so that therefore we're able to be in any work situation and be in any financial situation to be able to approach it the way that Hashem wanted us to be. Right, which ties into the next topic, right, which is such a buzz word today. People are speaking about bitachon, people are speaking about b'shtadlus, real questions, especially as we go on in life, right, and we have different responsibilities. We want to be learning Torah, we want to be there for our families. How much time do we need to be spending on our work? What is our chiyuv of b'shtadlus? What is our requirement? What does bitachon look like? How can I know how to make those decisions? And then the next topic, right, that we jump into, right, then there's more. Be'ezus Hashem, right, what we're doing is that we're building a platform, a community, so that therefore as we go through our experiences at work, we're going to be able to discuss more and more topics that are relevant. But the last topic I'll just speak about in this short clip here is the topic of Kiddush Hashem. Right, we all know, right, that work is a place for us to be really live as a Kiddush Hashem. But what does that look like? Does that mean, just not stealing? Does it mean wearing our kippah? Does it mean, not going to that work event because there may be things that are inappropriate? And what we excavate is to understand what does it mean to really live as a Kiddush Hashem in the 21st century, and how that overlies and how that overlaps with so much of the much needed core skills in the workplace today. So that Be'ezus Hashem, each one of us are not just going to be able to inspire people, but we'll be able to see that the line of inspiration and being a Kiddush Hashem and the line of being super successful in everything that we do really come together. Be'ezus Hashem will be launching in a couple of weeks. Looking forward to having you inside our Chabura.